Hey everyone, it's me. Today is Sunday again. Um, and it has, I guess, been an okay weekend. It's really, really cold, guys, and it's just freezing out. So I have not left the house at all. So for once in my life, it was fine. I was happy being home. um, if you guys had to go out, I am so sorry. Um, It is 4 degrees right now, and I think it's around 6:30-ish, 7 right now. So it got high of 7 today. Um, but we were so far blessed and did not get any more snow, and like other states got more snow. And maybe they have the cold too, like this. I'm not sure. So yeah, so today was um, pretty good. Spent time with my husband today. Um, had a conversation um, that didn't end up with him screaming at me. Um, so if I haven't mentioned, he's very obsessed with politics and what's going on in the world. I am not going to say who he voted for because, that's not, it doesn't matter, or who I voted for even. But I will say that he's very obsessed with it. And that's all he thinks about. That's all he dreams about. That's all he likes to talk about. And that was definitely something that kind of got in our way of our relationship, I will say, partly. That, and we don't agree on politics at all. So that doesn't help a relationship. So most couples I know, they do seem to vote for the same people or have the same thoughts. I'm sure there has to be others that do not. But he and I do not agree on politics or different things going on in the world. How about that? And I find it to be interesting. I mean, I see nothing wrong with it. Personally, I think it gives the other one something to think about or to, just kind of ponder, right? And I have a lot of respect that not everybody agrees with me. I have a lot of respect, that not everybody thinks the same. In his case, he does not. He does not understand that at all. He doesn't like it at all. So you can imagine that it gets very interesting around here. So pretty much I try not to talk politics to him because I can be one of those people who I'm like, it's okay, you think different, let's agree to disagree. And then I move on, right? He's not. He ends up screaming and yelling and, um, to try to get you to believe what he wants you to believe. Because his way is right. So, yeah, it gets very interesting at times. And we actually had a conversation today about certain, things not really to do with politics, but, things that kind of have happened or are happening in the world. And I'm not saying that his voice didn't go up a couple, you know, but, we did not end up arguing and we kind of just let it go finally, and moved on. No one got upset, nobody, so that was nice. Um, anyways, um, so we did that. And we just kind of hung out and, it was nice. It was quiet. Um, I put dinner in the crock pot. So tonight I made beans and ham, or ham and beans, however you say it. And I still have to make a cornbread to go with it. Wonderful night for that kind of dinner, right? Um, so I don't eat pork. I don't eat ham. So I won't be eating that. But I did make it. Um, anyways, I think he will be the only one eating it. Um, but that's okay. Um, so, but I thought it was nice for warm, just a cold night, and, you know, um, and he works, sometimes at night, so, yeah. But, let's see. Then, after he went to work, because he does work tonight, I cleaned my kitchen. Because I don't know about you guys, but like you have those catch me all, right, in your house. You walk in the door and whatever's next to the door, so if you have a chair or if you have a couch, like all your stuff goes on it and it just piles up, right? Well, my kitchen seems to be one of the places that happens. It's not even that. It's just like people move things around and get things out, and then the dishes stack up. We have a dishwasher, but it hasn't been fixed, so it's been broken uh, for a while. Um, for a very long time now. Um, so I did dishes. One thing I hate, I can scrub toilets. I can, wipe things down, wipe things off, all that stuff. One thing I hate doing is silverware. I don't know why. I hate washing silverware. So, but I did get the dishes done. Clean the counters, mop the floor, mop the bathroom, mop the laundry room, Um, but I hate doing silverware, so I don't know. Like when my mom was here living with us, she did them for me, thankfully, because I hate them. Um, let's see. So I've been wrapping Christmas presents. I don't have many more to wrap because this year is a little skimpier than it usually is. And of course, like always, I did talk to my mom once. Nothing too interesting there or new that I know of. And I did order dinner tonight. I know, I said I wasn't going to, but I didn't want beans, so I got Taco Bell. I get the three tacos, like soft tacos, because I get so full from these. I don't know what is going on with me. Like, for someone that gets full, I doubt I lose weight. That's what's funny. But I do. I get full. Like, my son loves it now because I'll be eating, like, for example, I'll get, say, chicken nuggets from McDonald's and french fries, right? So he's like, hey, you better eat your chicken first. Because, of course, that's, the best. I mean, they're all good, right? But he's like, eat the chicken first, because he's hoping to get my french fries, which he usually ends up with. So, yeah, I get full easily. I don't know. And then I'm mad because, like I said, I order too much food. I'll get, like, 3 tacos, and then I'll be like, what if someone's hungry later? So I'll get a burrito or something, or 2 extra burritos. And then I don't end up eating my food. So, yeah. So, I got Taco Bell for me. He got McDonald's. Nothing fancy tonight. And I finally, once my husband left, I finally turned on the TV. And watching NCIS, because it is Sunday, guys. And then, that's about it. So, nothing too exciting. Oh, I know. So, I was saying how, like, you have the catch me all, which one is in my kitchen. The other one is my family room. So in my family room, so we have the laundry, we have a washer and dryer, and my oldest will do laundry, and then all the laundry ends up in the family room on the love seat. And so it is covered with laundry. Now, will he take that stuff upstairs? No. I will have to put it, I guess, in a bag and take it up, or just put it on back in the dirty clothes, because he will not, he won't do it. He does what he wants to. Anyways, yeah, so that's about it, today and tonight. We also, so then I was also getting, like, stuff ready for, the week. Can you believe it's almost Christmas? We have all of this week, and then part of next week, I think. What are you guys making for Christmas dinner? I haven't even thought that far. Like, we did turkey and all that, for Thanksgiving. I don't want that for Christmas, too. I don't know how people continue to eat the same thing. I know we are going to see my mom, probably Christmas Eve, I'm thinking. But we're going to go to church also for Christmas Eve as a family. Well, I don't know if my kids are going, but, I mean, they're welcome to. Of course, I'd love them to. But, like, my husband and I, because, he always works. So we haven't been to church in years, with him working, and, all the time. So, we are doing that. I'm hoping to go see my mom for a few hours. Maybe Christmas Eve. We talked about Christmas Eve. That way, the kids can go see her and open her presents from her, and she can open her presents from us. And you asked me, well, you didn't ask, but I'm going to tell. What do you get someone with dementia for Christmas, right? Well, the answer is I really don't know. I really cannot tell you. Let's see, some people told me to buy her, it's like a stuffed animal, and it has like a zipper and buttons and stuff for them to kind of fidget with and work on. Adorable. But we already have a wooden board with the same things on it. They're sorting things like we would use in school, like the sorting teddy bears by color or numbers, things like that. So what do you get someone who basically already has everything? Because once she had her stroke, I really started investing in a lot of that, right? And so it's difficult when she already has it. She has tons of clothes already. Don't need all the clothes. So now I know a lot of people are like slippers and pajamas, right? And okay, she has a lot of pajamas. I have slippers here already for her that I need to take to her. So yeah, I'm not sure. What else to get her? So, I found online. It's a it's like not a Bible. It's scriptures in very big print, and there's like pictures. So it's made for people with dementia. Hoping that she could maybe read it. So I got her that. She's also getting a coloring book. Now, yes, I did say my mom does not like to color. It's a coloring book of sandhill cranes. I'm hoping, obviously, that she might try to color in it. If not, that's fine. So I did find those two things Amazon. There's also another thing, and I have not ordered it. It is a book of hymns. You know, if you've been around older folks, they love to sing, and it's big words and again pictures. I did not order that yet, but she has a birthday coming up too. And she hopefully will start singing because I think that helps the mind, right? Singing, especially when you have dementia. Um, and she was singing the other day. I noticed when I was there, she started to. So I got her those two things. And then she keeps complaining that her pants are too small and she can't fit any of them. My mom is not a big woman. I didn't get her jeans, let's put it that way, for that. She's not small. She's not like 100 pounds, but she's definitely not a big woman. And so she doesn't even wear an extra large. Maybe a large, if that. Possibly a medium. But she swears that, and she wears leggings, and she swears that they're too small. And she always likes them bigger, so I've been buying extra large for her. And then she'll tell me they don't fit her. Which, being in a nursing home, typically, you don't gain much weight, if any. Typically, most people I know lose weight, right? So I might, except for she did have a pair of 2X leggings that she loved. They were big and baggy on her, but she loved them. So that is, I might look into a few pairs of those. I did make her, so I went through and I got pictures made, and on an app, I went through and put who the people in the pictures are. Like, this is your daughter. This is your son, so-and-so. This is your granddaughter, with the name, things like that. So I did make those, and I'm going to put them in a photo book for her. And then one of the other things that she still loves doing is eating. So I'm going to get a bunch of snacks for her. And hopefully she'll enjoy that. So those are my ideas, pretty much right now. Again, there's puzzles for people, I don't want to just say with dementia, but that have issues. And there's not many pieces. It's small puzzles, big pieces though, so they can see them. So pretty much you name it and she already has it. But she won't do any of it. Now, if I take it in, like when she was at the very first nursing home, one of our favorite games ever to play together was Sorry, which we haven't played since I was a little kid. But our second one is Yahtzee. I love Yahtzee. She loves Yahtzee. And we did play it when she was at the very first nursing home. She had a hard time. I had to help her a little, but she seemed to really kind of understand some of it. I don't think she's definitely not at the place she could do that now. So to get I even got her when she was at home still. I got her one of those, it's not Bop It, what is it, Simon Says things where the colors light up and you have to follow the color pattern. And she looked at me and she's like, I'm not even going to try that. Basically it was overwhelming to her when I told her what she had to do. It'd be nice to see her try. But I just don't think mentally she could at this point. I think it depends, really at the moment or day. So I didn't even tell you guys this. So I talked to my mom yesterday twice. This nursing home is very odd because you can't just directly call her room. You have to call the front desk, and then they send the call either to her room or to the nurse's station. All the phones, like if I use more than one phone to call myself, and the phone number is the same everywhere. To me, that is weird. So when I was talking to her on the phone, she did seem to remember still me coming to see her finally the other day. And let me tell you, it was so funny because I had made cupcakes yesterday. And so while I was on the phone with her, I got a little chocolate on my finger. And I'm like, And she goes, oh, it must be chocolate. And I'm like, how did you know that? And she's like, what else is going to make someone go, yum, or And I started laughing because that was so funny. It was creepy, but it was funny. So I'm like, okay. So we were talking on the phone, and I said, oh, I just made cupcakes, and, got a little on my finger. I explained it to her, and she goes, well, she said, I saw a few of those on your arm the other day. What? Well, I saw a few extras on your arms the other day. Thanks, Mom. You know how to hurt my feelings. Every time she sees me, I don't look like myself. I think that's why she got upset the other day. She always thinks that. There was one time she thought I looked like Michael Jackson. That's when she was in the hospital one time. And she had, I think, a second stroke. But we never were sure if it was really a second stroke. Anyways, yeah, so yeah, she knew how to make me feel better. I think sometimes she forgets that I'm heavy set still, or doesn't understand that. And then she was like, well, I must be heavy or something because something. And I can't remember what it was. And I'm like, you're not. She always has seen herself. She's never, I don't want to say she was never big. I think the highest weight she's ever gotten to was like 200. And that's when she was younger. She wasn't even 200. She was like almost, I guess, And so she's always seen herself as such a big person when she's never been a big person, like heavy set. It's kind of weird. I mean, like, I know, we pass on what we get from our parents usually, meaning my grandmother's mom would get on her because of her weight, and this didn't look good on her, and that didn't, and she shouldn't wear this, and she shouldn't do that, it's not ladylike. Which then my grandma did the same kind of stuff to my mom. I don't know if she really talked about her weight, but it was like, you shouldn't wear this, you shouldn't wear this color because my mom had bright red hair, and you shouldn't do this, and you shouldn't say that, and, just always griping on her. And I think that's where a lot of it comes from for her. But even now, she sees herself as huge. And I think last time she was weighed, she was like 120 something, or 130 something. And that was when she went to the very first nursing home. And nursing home food isn't the they don't give a whole lot. Let's put it that way. So I'm sure she hasn't gained any weight. Anyway, so I like, gee, thanks, Mom. But yeah, so she got that out for me, yesterday. And, so yeah, so she was kind of a little together, I guess, yesterday. Now tonight, no, she was at the movies with one of her friends, that I've never met. And, they got popcorn, but she doesn't eat popcorn. And she's right. It does upset her stomach. If they might have been having a movie night there, but she definitely wasn't at the movies. And she wanted me, she asked me if I was coming over tonight to see her, which I told her I was not because it was too cold. And that if I came over, then I could take her car home. She doesn't have a car. Obviously, she doesn't drive anymore. And she was telling me how everybody there at the movies got wheelchairs to sit in. So, it goes day by day, minute by minute. But it was interesting. But we didn't talk long, and that was it. So, all right, so yeah, what are you guys making for do you guys make a Christmas Eve dinner? And do you guys do the whole Christmas breakfast? I hear so many people talking about Christmas breakfast. So typically, in my house, we get up at the crack of dawn still, even though my kids are not children, little kids anymore. They still get excited and wake us up. And so typically we open gifts. We might get a bite to eat later, or have coffee. But typically the adults go back to sleep. We're like, okay, it's done. It's over. Good night. And of course, by the time we wake up or something, it's like lunchtime, ready to start making dinner if you're making a big dinner. So, we don't do the whole Christmas breakfast at my house. I'm not sure we ever did. If so, my grandma maybe, because she was the entertainer. He would always have wonderful food and bake cookies with me. And, we had lots of Christmas cookies, and it was just wonderful time. And, I'm not a baker of cookies. I cannot do it, only if they're break-offs. I have tried so many recipes of different cookies, and I cannot do them. I fail in every way, which is fine, because, I don't need cookies. My family doesn't really need cookies, but they are fun, they're fun for Christmas. But, story, my grandma used to make, so many different kinds of cookies, and I would help her, and it was so much fun. That's one of my greatest memories of my grandma, because she and I didn't have the best relationship. But that was one great memory I had of her. And so we would bake cookies, so many different kinds. And then she would put them in a container and freeze them. So in her house, she had swing doors where they would swing open, like in restaurants and stuff. And so you could shut the doors on each side. So through the dining room there was one, and then through the living room into the kitchen was one. And so we would shut that sometimes to keep the living room warm, or one side of the house versus the other. And